Hello everybody, how's it going, and welcome back to another video. So we actually have some information now coming from the head of content at Assassin's Creed, ACEmpire, I don't know how you say his name, I do apologize. But he has gone ahead and held a Reddit Q&A yesterday, in which we got some interesting information. I'll link to the Reddit thread in the description if you want to check out every single thing that he said. However, I'm going to be going over some of the interesting ones that I thought that kind of relate to the next Assassin's Creed game, and some other things that we know about now, which is super interesting. So without further ado, let's go ahead and let's hop into this. So the first one here says, hello, can you clarify whether or not Adam and Eve are considered the first assassins? Also, will we ever get to play the mission that were at the beginning of Assassin's Creed Unity? Thank you. So there's missions that begin Assassin's Creed Unity. They were a joke. People need to stop holding on to those. But he actually says, I can't yet. Smiley face. Meaning, he can't talk about the Adam and Eve stuff yet. So does that mean we're going to get something in future games? Are we going to finally learn about Eve? Hopefully. Or is he just saying shit to hype us up for no reason? Who knows? I personally hope we get some kind of Adam and Eve shit. The next question said, would it be possible for Aguilar's outfit to be added as a legacy outfit in future games? And he said, yes, sir. So that pretty much means they're planning it. They're doing it. We're going to get an Aguilar legacy outfit in Assassin's Creed Empire. I know a lot of people wanted it. Personally, I think it's super interesting and cool, so I'm really happy that that's going to be a thing. Excited to see how that looks in the game. That's going to be really cool. Also confirms legacy outfits are returning, so that's really interesting as well. Hopefully we get all of them this time rather than just like 4. The next one says, again, a tricky question, but what do you think fans will love in the next Assassin's Creed game the most? And Amar replied with, the setting and historical characters. Now, this doesn't really tell us much, but it's interesting. It's interesting. We're going to love the setting. We're going to love the historical characters. Egyptian characters. Calling it now. The next one says, I was one of the apparently few people that really liked the modern day storyline of the Desmond trilogy. There were 5 games. Says the Desmond trilogy, again, there were 5 games. However, the modern day story has felt really lackluster. I thought the idea behind Black Flag was silly, as I would never do half the insane quests people ask out of you willy-nilly. Fuck. While I have not completed Syndicate yet, it really feels like the modern day story is on the back burner. Any thoughts of bringing back some kind of modern day storyline with storyline like with the Desmond game? And Amar replied with, the present day is an important piece of Assassin's Creed identity in my honest opinion. Well, yes, but that's a shit iPad game, so that doesn't matter. And that's why we pushed to have so much present day in transmedia at large. Comics, novels, the movie, again, we want it in the game. Like, just put it in the game. That's the most important thing. In the game, it's hard to achieve what we'd all like to see. Well, Patrice did it, so like maybe get a bit better at making games though, because Patrice did it. I don't know if you've played the Desmond Saga. It's very good. So just be a bit better at making games and doing a storyline. You know, don't patronize us. We understand that it can be done, you stupid person. But our team are well aware about the importance of it, so if we use a modern setting, we will have to nail it. We agree on that. You will have to nail it, but still try. Just do it, please. I'm begging you. The next one says, is it true that you guys are moving away from a narrative story in the next Assassin's Creed game? That's a very worrying thing for me since the AC story is very important to me. And he replies with, hell no. The narrative is an essential piece of Assassin's Creed, and I also don't want to lose my job. Absolutely fantastic news. So the information we got that Assassin's Creed is no longer focusing on narrative was actually false. I think it was probably an error in the dude not being able to speak English, possibly translated over incorrectly, but I think what he was suggesting was that they're going for this player story sense of like Horizon and Witcher, but that doesn't mean they're sacrificing the narrative. It just means that they're doing this extra stuff. The narrative will still be a core element, but in terms of the open world, in terms of questing, in terms of the way they're telling their stories, there's going to be tons of more stories, like they said, and it's going to be an anecdote factory. These thousands of stories in the game, very, very reminiscent to me of things like The Witcher 3, like Horizon, like Skyrim, and that is absolutely fantastic news that is the thing they're going for. That's the way I've taken it anyways, and that's great to see that the narrative is staying true to Assassin's Creed, as well as now introducing tons of new stuff, which is going to be absolutely fantastic, and I can't wait to see how this turns out in the next game. The next one says, will we see either or both a return to the modern day protagonist and a strong modern day storyline? And he simply replied with a smiley face. What does this suggest? Yes, I know I'm scraping the barrel, I understand, but he did send a smiley face. Does this mean we're getting something? I hope so. Now, the next one's a really long one about the Assassin's Creed movie. I don't really give a shit about the first 4 points, but the last one he asked was, the pronunciation of Rickon, once and for all, is it Riken or Rickon? He replied with, "Oh my god, time to put some colleagues under the bus. So my friends at UB Motion Pictures didn't know about the pronunciation, they just read the name and kept saying Riken and contaminate the whole movie staff that way. For real, it's Riken." So he's admitting here, the movie got it wrong. It's Riken. They fucked up. He also admitted several times about lore errors. Now, for all the people that were saying the movie could be explained, the lore can be explained, oh, this is how this happened, this is why this happened, this is why it doesn't seem like it matches up with lore. ACEmpire, the head of content at Assassin's Creed, has stated during this Reddit thread there were errors in the Assassin's Creed movie regarding lore, and it irritated him, and he's annoyed about it because they got it wrong. And I can understand making a movie like that in collaboration with a video game. The movie is going to take over. This is Hollywood. Like, they're going to take over. They're going to do what they think's best to make the movie successful. And Ubisoft is there like, we have no power to change this. This is too difficult for us to change. And I can understand that. And for him to admit that there were errors and it annoyed him and it's not his fault, I completely believe and I agree with him. And I'm happy that he stated it. I'm happy that he wasn't just going from the angle of, nah, the movie's perfect, I'll retcon it. He admitted there are lore errors, which I am very, very happy with. And at least Ubisoft acknowledge it. And they'll make sure that this isn't now the new lore. The errors are there. They're going to continue with their correct lore in the video games, and that's great news. The next one here says, "Can you say Empire just once, please?" He replied with, "Lol." Now, if Empire wasn't real, I would think he'd just reply with Empire, just like, or wouldn't bother with it. But the fact that Empire's real, I just think the way he interacts with people regarding Empire suggests more, and suggests that it is real, and he's trying to like just beat around, you know. I'm really scraping the barrel. The next one here is from our very own Fishy, and he said, "I was curious about the supposed leaked image from about a month ago. Upon digging, I could not find out where it's from, and people claimed it to be for the next Assassin's Creed. If you're unsure which image I mean, here is a link. Is it a thing, or is it something that has been misidentified from some other games or otherwise, or are you unable to comment regarding this at the moment?" Which, if you don't know, this was the image that was the dude, the bald dude in the tomb. I'll flick it up on screen now. And ACEmpire replied and said, "It's not AC." So, I think if it was Assassin's Creed, he wouldn't comment or something like that. He could be trying to throw us off by making a comment like that, so we think it's not Assassin's Creed, but from what he said, it's not Assassin's Creed, so we've just got to understand and just take from this, it's not Assassin's Creed. Okay, that's just it. It's just not Assassin's Creed, and that's it. We got it wrong. If it turns out to be real and he was lying, fair enough. If he's not lying, then that's just the way we're going to treat it, that he's not lying, and that it actually is an Assassin's Creed. In which case, shit. The next one here is from White Room 24, one of the people that run the Assassin's Creed Universe channel, and he asked, "Hey ACEempire, could you tell us more about the TV show project for Assassin's Creed?" ACEempire replied with, "Nope, it's like the movie, guys. We'll take our time to sure we deliver something we can be proud of." Well, you didn't do that with the movie, because it's actually shit. But if you wonder if it's on our plan, yes, that last bit doesn't make sense. But the Assassin's Creed TV show, it's happening. It's a thing. They're in talks, they're in early stages, it's happening. Interesting. We're gonna see what's to come. I guess next year we might see some more about it. Who knows? Interesting. Very, very interesting. And the last one here says, "I'll get this out of the way early, Mr. Azazia." I think that's how you say his name. I really hope I'm not getting that wrong. "We understand if you can't say anything, but can you give us an idea of when we'll hear about the next major installment from Ubisoft?" Then ACEempire replied with, "Ha, I can't say I wasn't expecting that one. I take those requests as a good sign. You guys want more. We did good by taking more time to get sure that our next game will be amazing. That being said, we will communicate when we will be ready to. Don't be afraid, it is worth the wait." Very, very interesting. So again, they're not talking about anything yet, keeping it very close to their chest. I'm still assuming we're going to get an announcement sometime during this month. If not, definitely April. I don't think they'll wait any longer. But some very, very interesting stuff here. And it actually gives us an insight into what's going on and some things for the future of the games. So, thank you guys for watching. I do hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to hit that like button, because that would be absolutely fantastic, as well as subscribing to stay up to date on all things Assassin's Creed and gaming related. Don't forget to check out the links in the description for all of my social media, as well as the link to patreon.com/asalways for extra and exclusive content, as well as being able to support both mine and Tyler's channels, along with our brand as always. Also, comment down in the comment section below. Let me know what you guys think about these various questions. Do you think it gives us any insight, or do you think I'm literally just scraping the barrel as much as humanly possible at this point? When do you think we're going to get an announcement? Let me know. Let me know all your thoughts. The videos for the rest of the week are all going to be a good time, so be sure to stay tuned for those. If there's any more news, of course, I will be covering it and getting on that, because it's a good time and I want to stay up to date, letting you guys know what is going on. But that's it for me, and I will see you all next time. Bye!
Leaping from my places, rivers are flowing red. Now we're defying, now we're uniting. Go watching from the skies, these streets are burning. frontier. I'm gonna take it